Hello, in this video I'm going to discuss some of the mods that I've put up on the workshop. Now, some people don't actually realise that Supreme Ruler 2030 and to be fair Ultimate uh, both have Steam workshops where you can upload new mods. There's like the 1984 mod, for example, on the workshop, which is reasonably fun. Um, there's about 20-30 mods on there at the moment for different sandboxes, but I've created 5 actual sort of scenarios that are on the workshop. So I'm going to just go down the list for here. So we've got Moroi Crisis. Now, this is a hypothetical scenario based on current real world tension. So this basically uses the World 2023 start. It only lets you play Egypt and Sudan. So Sudan you can see here in real life, is building a dam further up the Nile, much to its neighbours who are downstream of Sudan's they don't really agree with this. And this is hypothetically what if Egypt took direct action, basically to stop them from stop Sudan from hoarding the water as they would view it. So you could play this as a sort of a 2-player, either on your own or you can play it with a friend against each other. There's random events that happen in it, and it's probably take about an hour or two to play. Now we've got Operation Corporate 2. So Operation Corporate was the original name for taking the Falklands back. But this is set in on a World 2023 start. So you can either play as Argentina or you can play as the United Kingdom, and effectively you're playing the 1982 style scenario, but with all the modern units and the modern start. Again, it's to play it with a friend. It'd probably take you an hour, maybe 2, to play it. Very limited scenario. Falklands Crisis is actually a port of the original Falklands Crisis that came with Supreme Ruler Cold War. It's also in Supreme Ruler Ultimate. What I've done is I've updated it to have the correct orbats for both sides, and I've updated the CVP text and everything, so you've got more of a you've got a much more realistic scenario than you would had in the Cold War original content. And again, this is it's set over 9 months in game time at most, so you can sort of play this in like an hour or so. World 2023, but with all one text, was something somebody asked me on the Steam forums for, and it is literally the World 2023 start, but all nations have had all their unit designs removed, all their text removed, and everybody's just been set to have a 1914 start tech level. And again, it's the only thing now really modern text is the improved power grid 4, simply because it was unplayable without that tech. So yeah, it's basically still the same as World 2023. So you still got the Ukraine war, etc. going on. Now World 2030 is the same. It's again the World 2030 sandbox, but with all the nations not having any unit designs, no actual starting units as well. So you start without units, so just make it more interesting. And everybody's tech level set to 1914. I'm thinking of making more scenarios because it's quite fun making these. You can make them in probably about a week and have them tested. So if you've got any suggestions for any sort of scenarios that would one of the existing sandboxes or would be fairly close, so like a hypothetical war breaking out, we could use the tensions rising, and we could sort of go, what if this broke out into an actual war? Now make a good scenario. Just leave a suggestion in the comments. Obviously, ideally you want to use a pre-existing sandbox start, simply because making a completely new sandbox start is quite difficult. I mean, the Falklands Crisis, that took quite a bit just to rebuild the orbats to be correct, and that only had 2 countries, and it was a relatively limited scope scenario. So, but if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.